Hi and welcome to our first ever episode of ADTV. Now, it's a chance for me to get to share with you some travel tips and ideas in a slightly different way to what we would on the normal Facebook posts that we do. I just first of all want to tell you where we are. We're actually at my home office, so if I move out the way of the camera, you might actually be able to see that's where I sit and my coffee mug and so on. So we thought we'd just do the first one from here, and then hopefully future episodes we will be out and about, hopefully on location, which would be really cool. But the first thing I wanted to talk to you about today was it was about Philadelphia and actually considering it as a city break, because New York, as you know, it does certainly get by far the most visitors from the United Kingdom for any city break. And actually, you know, Philadelphia is definitely worth a look and a consideration, because it really has got everything that you want for that great American East Coast, you know, adventure shopping trip that you're looking for. Because as we know now, the pound is strengthening against the dollar. So why not treat yourself and take that short break to America? Now, I'm not sure whether you knew, but the flight times between Philadelphia and New York are very similar. Both 8 hours, both offering direct flights from London to Heathrow. Now, it has got some incredible shopping destinations, really. One of them is the King of Prussia Mall. Now, it's got more than 400 shops, boutiques, restaurants, and obviously shops. It is a massive shopping centre, and it actually has more pure shopping space than any other destination in the United States. Or you could go to the Reading Terminal Market, which is America's oldest farmers market, and it actually says it is the best public market in the USA. Now here, this is the place you go to eat. You can literally get anything that you want. But what I guess it's most famous for is it's the home of the Philadelphia cheesesteak. Now, that came about originally by a hot dog vendor who decided actually they were a little bit bored of selling hot dogs and they wanted to see what would happen if they sold beef with a little bit of cheese on a roll or a cob, depending on what you call it and where you're from. But basically that was it. That's how the Philadelphia cheesesteak. So if you want to make one at home, it's ribeye steak, which you sort of carve or pull or something on a long cob with melted cheese, sauteed onions on the top, and then you'll pretty much be there. So it's definitely worthwhile trying one of those. But there's two places in Philadelphia which are like the best for the cheesesteak. One of them, and now excuse my pronunciations, because they're definitely better to eat at than they are to pronounce. But the first one is D'Alessandro's in Roxborough, and the second one is Pat's, and it's on Passyunk Avenue. So Passyunk Avenue, I think. But you know, try them both. You know, do yourself a favour while you're there. Now, New York, it definitely has all the things that you're looking for when it comes to shopping. It's got an Italian market. It's got a thing called Suburban Square, and obviously, like every great shopping destination, it has a humongous Macy's. So that's definitely worth going to. In fact, it has got everything that you want for shopping. It's a bustling metropolis, but it's nice, it's really walkable, and it still has that small town feel, which makes it feel really safe when you're out and about in the daytime and so on. Now, if you like your shopping with a little bit of sightseeing, and let's face it, who doesn't, there is plenty of things to see while you're in Philadelphia. The first one is the Liberty Bell, or why not go and see where America as a nation declared its independence, and go to Independence Hall. Now, any art buff, you're going to love Philadelphia also, because it has got the Philadelphia Museum. Now, some of you may know it more because of its iconic scene from a particular film, or some of you, if you're an art buff, then you would know it as a fantastic art museum. But what better than to run up the front steps at the Philadelphia Museum, turn around and cheer, and actually follow in the footsteps of that iconic movie star, Sylvester Stallone. Now, so like I've said, so Philadelphia, it has everything you need for a memorable city break. So it's got fantastic hotels at really, really good value for money. It has direct flights from Heathrow of about 8 hours. And I think actually it deserves to be treated as a destination in its own right. Or, you know, you could still use it as a tag on at the beginning or an end of a amazing holiday to the USA. Now, don't forget, the state of Pennsylvania, no sales tax, so it naturally makes everything cheaper than it would be in some of the more iconic cities, so New York or Boston, for example. So if you're interested in learning more about Philadelphia, why not send me an email? And my email address is andrew.day@travelcounsellors.com, or you can give me a call on 01636 858 160. You can find me on Facebook and also on Twitter or on the Travel Counsellors website. So that's it really from me. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If there's any destination that you want me to cover on one of these short videos, let me know and we will see what we can do. Thanks for watching and have a great evening. Happy 4th of July, by the way. Bye bye.